Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Now breathe. Now breathe. Now breathe. Now breathe. Now breathe.
I'm Yotm, also known as the Brown Skin Yogi. I'm from Gardena, LA, West Coast, and I am a yoga instructor. So my journey starting with yoga, it actually started back in 2019 actually. It was funny because my husband actually is the one that got me into doing yoga, because he would come home and be like, I gotta go to my hot yoga class, and I'd be like, okay, hot yoga. And just seeing his energy from leaving and then coming back from class, it was just like he was like real calm and like in peace, and I was like, I want some of that. So I took my first yoga class. It was a hot yoga class. I thought I was gonna die because it was so hot. It was like 3 digits in there, just sweating and doing yoga, but it was beautiful, like just the way that I felt afterwards. So then I ended up started taking the classes, like just doing them every week, like nonstop every week. And then it just made me want to start kind of wanting to teach yoga, wanting to learn yoga a little bit more. And so I decided to do my yoga teacher training in 2020, and then unfortunately the pandemic happened. And so with the pandemic, it actually kind of helped a little bit because of the fact that I just started doing yoga from home via Zoom and online, and I started doing online classes and getting clientele that way. And with all that being said, that's just kind of how my yoga journey started. I came up with the name The Brown Skin Yogi because, I mean, I'm brown and I'm a yogi. But I just felt like at that time, especially since I was taking my yoga practice very seriously, I wanted to come up with a name that was set apart from other people that were on, other yogis that are on Instagram and social media. Because, I mean, you know, with social media, you have to like be different. You have to like set yourself aside from everyone else. And then also at that time, that's when a lot of like the Black Lives Matter stuff was going on. So I just kind of felt like it kind of made sense. It was appropriate at the time to come up with the name The Brown Skin Yogi. And I was actually surprised that the name was still available when I typed it in on Instagram. Because at the time I was thinking of a name I was thinking of the bald-headed yogi or something like that. But then I was thinking like, okay, I'm probably not gonna be bald-headed forever, because I didn't have hair at the time. So yeah, the brown skin yogi, it just fit. It has a name, has a ring to it. In November 2020, I did a wellness workshop virtual, and it was called How to Maintain Your Black Girl Glow. And I came up with it because at the time I just felt like, you know, while we're in the pandemic, a lot of emotions, people are feeling a lot of types of way. People are either going through a depression, stressing. Like my 2020 was not the best year for me, like personally, but I was still able to bounce back and still grow from that. And so while I was doing the workshop, I was not in the right headspace at all, but it just motivated me to want to do it even more, because I know that there were other women who may have been in my situation or even going through other things that, you know, that I'm not even going through, that I couldn't even fathom to even think about. And so that workshop was mainly about helping other women to, focus on the positivity about yourself, focusing on the positivity about being a Black woman, because, being a Black woman, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but it's a beautiful thing as well. So we touched on, your crown, how to, focus on, on the beauty aspect, or the beauty aspect of your crown, of your hair, of your appearance, of entrepreneurship. We even had this young lady who she did like a sound bath with sound bowls. It was beautiful, and I led a yoga flow. We had like a meditation. It was just the most beautiful thing. It was a beautiful environment. It was a great group of women who attended, and I just feel like that's something that's needed all the time, and I can't wait to do my next. My wine down flow is one of my favorite things to do, because I love to drink wine.
Now go.
So my wine and yoga, wine down flow. I came up with that. I honestly feel like I came up with that because usually, like when I cook dinner, I'm drinking wine at the same time. And if I do practice yoga at home, or when I do practice yoga at home, I typically practice like at nighttime sometimes. So typically I already have kind of like wine in my system when I go to practice yoga. And so I was thinking like, what if I were to just practice yoga while drinking wine at the same time? Because you can like drink wine while cooking, you can drink wine while watching TV, you can drink wine while taking a bath, you can drink wine like doing everything. Obviously you can tell like I love wine. So I just kind of came up with that concept, and I tried it. I created the class, created the flow, so it can be like wine friendly. So basically you're like doing yoga poses while you're drinking wine. So you're like in Warrior 2 while you're like drinking wine, and you're taking a sip while you're doing the yoga flows. And it's like a really litty time, like before you know it. And when the class is over, you're just like, woo. So I've only been doing it virtual so far, but my next wine flow, my next wine down flow, I really want to do it in person because I feel like it would be so much fun. And then I've also been thinking about maybe tapping into other types of alcohol other than wine, maybe having like different cocktails. So we'll see. Advice to my younger self. I would tell my younger self, probably back when I was like fresh out of high school, is to just don't take the word no. Like you hear the word no, just use that word as like a meaning, as a definition of just keep on trying. And when certain opportunities are in front of you, don't take them for granted. Back when I was interning and working for Vibe, I felt like certain opportunities that I had, I kind of took them for granted because I was more like still like in the party mode, wanting to party, fresh out of college. But I would just say focus on the present, but also look at the future and how those situations can help you in the future as well. So, yeah. That is a very difficult question to answer, but I would have to go with my godmom Lauren, Miss Hill. I would have to go with Candy Rain. My love, do you ever dream of? That's my song. That's my jam. That's my shit. I would definitely have to go with Moesha, because Moesha, that was my jam. I used to just love her fashion, her whole everything. She was just bomb. Quick side note, my mom got me an autograph picture from Brandy, and I was too young, so I didn't realize what it was, and I was like cleaning my room, and I like Windexed the signature off of the picture, and my mom was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I couldn't see her face." Mom was like, "She signed it for you." So yeah, that was so funny, but yes, definitely Moesha. is Yotm, aka the Brown Skin Yogi. You can find me on Instagram at the Brown Skin Yogi. I like to give a shout out to my husband. I'd like to give a shout out to my daughter Phoenix, who I love to practice yoga with. Let's do cat cow and talk my shit. I would love to just maybe one day collaborate with Janae. I love you so much. Maybe we can do some, I do yoga, you do sound bowl, whatever sounds great. Same thing with Willow. If we ever connect, I'd love to do yoga with you as well. Anyone can book me off of my Instagram. Just click the link and you'll see the choice to book with me. Yeah.